Yeah. How many students we have in total in your batch? Just put it in the chat. How many students we have in total? Okay. Okay. So we have pretty much all of you here. 32, 31, right? So till now we have done endoplasmic reticulum detail में. Okay. And I think my voice is clear because is my voice clear to all of you? Is my voice clear? Yeah. It's clear to most of the students. So, um, so we did this in detail, the function, the structural details, and then after that we came down to the Golgi bodies. We did Golgi in detail. So I'll just go through Golgi. Golgi bodies. Just quietly present from the beginning. From beginning me. So 1 second. It's loading. We have done all this pretty much in great detail. So we'll do Golgi bodies. Just now, a quick recap of it, first of all. So as you know, Golgi bodies, we have done in the last lecture that it is also known as Golgi complex. Another name is lipochondria, and another name is Golgi sum. And it was discovered by a scientist called Camillo Golgi. Okay, and it has a single membranous structure, as you all know very well. Single membranous, endoplasmic reticulum का भी single membranous था, and Golgi bodies का भी single membranous है, and then we will do lysosomes also, उसका भी single membranous रहेगा. Okay, 3 single membraned. So it is present in animal cells and absent except in mammalian RBCs. It is absent, and it is absent in mature sperms and bacteria also. Okay, in plants it is known as dictyosome and is composed of lipids and fats. So it is called as lipochondria also. ये हमने last time पढ़ा था. Yeah, both Golgi bodies and both endoplasmic reticulum, they have cisternae. Cisternae क्या होता है? We had studied these sac-like structures, flat bag, flat sacs. So ये cisternae है Golgi का, and ये cisternae है endoplasmic reticulum का. Fine. And endoplasmic reticulum, why they are closely related, very closely, why they are situated very close together? Because the product of endoplasmic reticulum, it comes into the Golgi bodies with the help of transport vehicle. It joins Golgi bodies, and here इसका proteins जो है, product क्या है? Endoplasmic reticulum का proteins होता है. So proteins को packaging करके वो यहाँ भेज देता है. And here, modification of the proteins take place. And then finally, from the Golgi bodies, again packaging is happened. Okay, and then it is called in the form of vesicle, it is sent outside the cell membrane. Okay, ये हमने last time पढ़ा था. In the last class, last lecture, we studied. Okay. Ma'am, what is the meaning of cisternae? Cisternae are these flat bag-like structure. And then we studied the structure of Golgi in detail, like this, as you can see. Golgi, as you can see, I'll just pull this here. So Golgi, as you can see, it is made up of cisternae, these flat structures. They have, Golgis have tubules also, as you can see over here. These are the tubules. Okay. And then these are your vesicles. ये छोटा vesicle incoming vesicle है. Incoming मतलब from where? From ER. And Golgi has two phases. One is a trans phase we studied, and one is the cis phase. Cis phase is the phase which faces the ER, and here the vesicles enter and transphase, they go outside. So these were the important points about Golgi bodies. Very important organelle. Okay. Now after Golgi bodies, we will go. We'll look at the functions, packaging and dispatching, production of vacuoles and vesicles, synthesis of cell walls, plasma membranes and lysosomes, then modification of proteins, I told you, okay, and then anterior part of sperm called acrosome, matlab pointed starting ka, yes, so that is made up of Golgi bodies. Now the question which I see over here, ma'am, what is the meaning of cisternae? And ma'am, both have cisternae. Yes, Pranav, Kadam, they both of them have cisternae, ER and Golgi bodies. What is the meaning of cisternae? Meaning of cisternae are the flat bag-like structures which are present in the structure of Golgi body and in the structure of endoplasmic reticulum. Now another question is, what is anterior? Anterior का मतलब होता है फ्रंट का पार्ट. जैसे पेंसिल शार्पन करते हैं तो जिस पॉइंट से आप लिखते हैं वो पॉइंटेड पोर्शन जो जिससे आप राइट करते हो पेपर पे पेंसिल को शार्पन करने के बाद, दैट इज द एंटीरियर पार्ट. ओके, एंटीरियर पार्ट को ही आप शार्पन करते हो. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एंटीरियर पार्ट. फाइन. देन so with Golgi, that's important part we have done. Then next important, this thing we did, I think we have not done it. Did we start doing it? Yes, doubts I'm going to take after 5 minutes after the class. After the class for doubts I'll keep. Okay. Okay. Now another third single membranous organelle is lysosome. Okay, children, have you all taken the screenshots of these? Just take the screenshot. Some children are asking to show the last slide. So please see the last slide and take the screenshots, please. And give me a T. Okay, shall I move? Shall I move? M bolo. Now see, whoever wants to take the screenshot, please take the screenshot. These are the functions of Golgi bodies. Please see. I'm showing the functions only. Pranav. Children, still I don't see the name of your centers. That's not fair. आप अपना center नाम भी डालिए अपने नाम के साथ. Okay, your name, your surname, and your center name. It helps me to understand from where are you. I can't remember so many names. Okay. So shall I? I'm moving now. Shall I move? I will talk about the homework later on. First, हम लोग का ये function होना चाहिए. हमें पहले complete करने दीजिए. Okay. Now, next very important structure is lysosome. Lysosome. Lyso का मतलब होता है digestive. The meaning of lyso is digestive. Some means body. So it is the digestive body which is present inside the cell. My cell is a full-fledged functioning entity, na? So here somebody will be responsible for digestion. Some organelle will be responsible for respiration. Some organelle will be responsible for manufacture of anything, you know. So this lysosome is responsible for the digestion. It is also a single membrane organelle, and the discovery was done by a scientist called Christian de Duve. It was formed by, and remember, very important, it is formed by Golgi bodies. It is formed by Golgi bodies only. Okay. And then they have a spherical sac-like structure which contains digestive enzymes. अभी आप यहाँ देख रहे हो उसका structure कैसा है? It is spherical in nature. Okay. When you enlarge, you see this structure. This structure. This structure is spherical. Okay. It is spherical in nature. Fine. So it has digestive enzymes. It has digestive enzymes. Now they are found majorly in the digestive glands, and they contain hydrolytic enzymes. What are these hydrolytic enzymes? They are proteases, amylases, lipases. Okay, they contain hydrolytic enzymes which are proteases, amylases, and lipases. Okay, it digests lipids. Proteases जो enzymes होता है, इसके अंदर नेम्स क्या क्या है इनके? प्रोटीएसेस एक का नाम है एमाइलेसेस, एक का नाम है लाइपेसेस. नाउ प्रोटीएसेस क्या करता है? ये लिपिड्स को डाइजेस्ट करता है. ओके, sorry, proteases digest the proteins. Proteases digest the proteins, lipases digest the lipids, and amylases digest the carbohydrates. समझा आपको? Amylases digest the carbohydrates. That is the thing. Proteases, as the name suggests, digest the proteins. So all these things are digested by this. So just take the screenshot and put a T there. Hurry up. Doubts I'll take later on. Now, no, they don't contain HCl. No. Hydrolytic. मतलब hydrolytic, lytic का मतलब होता है something which can cut. So these enzymes, proteases, amylases, and lipases, what they do is they cut the large molecules of proteins into small pieces. Proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids, all these molecules are cut with the help of these enzymes. और जब cut कर लेते हैं, so then after that digestion occurs. So there is no set number of lysosomes. Okay, there is no set number. Digestive glands are more. Some glands which are not related to digestion, they are less. Yes, now important slide, very important slide. They help in intracellular digestion, so they are called as digestive bags. These are called as digestive bags because they help in digestion. Then, now how they help in digestion, that I'll explain you with the help of this diagram. Very important diagram. I'll help you with this. Okay. So in this, and then second thing what they do is they destroy foreign particles. कोई भी foreign particle आता है, उसको ये destroy कर लेता है. Then they digest foreign material, food particles. Another function is it removes cell debris. मतलब ये garbage भी उठाने का काम करता है. Garbage disposal का भी काम this lysosome only does. Cell debris means small broken parts of the cell. So cell के जो broken parts होते हैं उनको ये लेके digest कर लेता है. Now the thing is how I'll explain you. You have studied about phagocytosis, right? Endocytosis में आपने पढ़ा था phagocytosis and pinocytosis. So कोई भी foreign particle है, either it is a foreign pathogen or it is a food particle. What it does is यहाँ पे phagocytosis happens. It engulfs ऐसे करके अपने अंदर it takes. Endocytosis happens over here. Okay, and here this phagosome is formed. That vesicle, you know, remember in phagocytosis में जो vesicle बनता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Phagosome. अभी क्या होगा? ये cell कर रहा है, not lysosome. Okay, cell कर रहा है. Now, what happens is these are Golgi bodies. Okay, तो गोल्जी बॉडी रिलीजेस मेक्स लाइसोसोम्स. ये रहे लाइसोसोम. जो गोल्जी बॉडी बनाता है लाइसोसोम, ओके, गोल्जी बॉडी बनाता है लाइसोसोम, वो इसके ज्यादा अंदर जाके ज्वाइन कर लेता है. It joins this phagosome. Okay, so this lysosome, that those enzymes, you know, those proteins which were present inside the Golgi body, they enter these lysosomes. Okay, they enter these lysosomes and a vesicle and a lysosome is formed, which is also called as primary lysosome. It is called as primary lysosome. And this primary lysosome joins the phagosome. यहाँ पर ये phagosome को attach हो रहा है, join हो रहा है, and it puts all its enzymes inside. और यहाँ पर then it is known as secondary lysosome. After that joining, it is called as secondary lysosome. फिर then secondary lysosome क्या करेगा? उसको food particle को it will digest, it will break those hydrolytic enzymes. They will break these food particles. Fine. इन food particles को break करने के बाद what will happen? यहाँ पर digest करके जो भी waste material होगा, it will throw it out with the help of exocytosis. Here what is happening? Exocytosis, and here what is happening? Exocytosis. Okay, you understood this? So this happens. This is how it digests foreign particles. It digests foreign food particles, foreign material, and it also removes cell debris. मतलब यहाँ सेल के जो ब्रोकन पीसेस हैं, किसी भी पार्ट का कोई ब्रोकन पीसेस है, लाइसोसोम उसको अटैच कर लेता है and then उसको डाइजेस्ट कर देता है. Now they are also called as, very important point, they are also called as suicidal bags. Now let's see. One second. They are also known as suicidal bags. Now why they are known as suicidal bags? कभी कभी क्या होता है, ये सेल के अंदर कोई प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है. सपोज दिस पार्ट ऑफ गोल्जी बॉडी स्टॉप्स फंक्शनिंग प्रॉपर्ली, और दिस पार्ट इज ब्रोकन और समथिंग. तो सेल का फंक्शनिंग जो है, इट बिकम्स बैड, it goes bad. I mean, cell cannot function properly. Now if it cannot function properly, it can start generating toxins. Okay, it can start generating toxins. तो लाइसोसोम क्या करता है? लाइसोसोम क्या करता है? इट बर्स्ट. ऐसे जैसे सपोज दिस इज अ लाइसोसोम, what will happen? It will burst. This lysosome will burst. ऐसे करके, and all its enzymes will get scattered in the cell. ऐसे करके पूरे सेल के अंदर वो scatter हो जाएगा enzyme, and this whole cell will get digested. These enzymes of lysosome will get spilled in the cell. Okay, जब ये spill हो जाएगा तो it will all get burst. Understood? So they are known as suicidal bags because burst open and they throw अपना अंदर के अंदर spill कर देते हैं. और जब सेल के अंदर spill कर देते हैं तो पूरा का पूरा सेल उससे it gets digested. This entire cell gets digested. Okay, with the help of lysosome के जो enzymes हैं. Okay, because that lysosome opens up inside the cell like this. Fine, like this it opens up inside the cell. So all the solutions go inside the cell. Fine. So that's why they are known as what? They are known as suicidal bags. Okay. What happens, ma'am? What happens after now? Now I'll just first of all, you take the screenshot. First of all, take the screenshot. Then we'll discuss. And put a T there. All of you put a T there. Yes, lysosome can digest another lysosome if it doesn't function properly. Yes. Now the thing is how, now I'll just have a look at the questions. Till then you take this. Does Golgi body make, Adishri is asked, does Golgi body make lysosome with enzymes or give it? See, remember Golgi body was making vesicles, those secretory vesicles, जिसके अंदर proteins थे. ओके कभी कभी वो प्रोटीन्स को मॉडिफाई करके एंजाइम्स बना देती है और ऊपर से वेसिकल बना देती है. दैट वेसिकल इज नथिंग, एनी वेसिकल which has digestive enzymes will be lysosome. Any vesicle made by the Golgi bodies which have digestive enzyme is the lysosome. Oops. It is a lysosome. Okay. And the cells come to know, beta, they have receptors. Cells come to know that it is not functioning properly. Fine. And then another thing, one person has asked the question कि what happens to the thing which is thrown out. See, बाहर सेल के क्या होता है, प्लाज्मा लिम्फ रहता है, प्लाज्मा रहता है, प्लाज्मा टिश्यू लिक्विड. Okay, that fluid is there. That what that fluid does, it absorbs the waste. वो वेस्ट मटेरियल को absorb करके ब्लड वेसल के अंदर डाल देता है. And through blood vessel it goes to the excretory organs, and from there it is excreted outside. Okay, from there it is excreted outside. What is the difference between they are very much same. Digestive enzymes and hydrolytic enzymes are same only. Their function is same and their everything is same only. In fact, digestive enzymes are hydrolytic in nature. Aditya Khanna. Okay. And the other needed material absorbed by the cell, and I don't understand. I don't understand part to your question. Yeah, by bursting it destroys the surrounding, correct. Like a suicide bomber, na? Like a suicide bomber. So I'll just explain the diagram again, once again. So here you can see in this is nucleus and this is endoplasmic reticulum, and here Golgi bodies. तो endoplasmic reticulum ने कुछ proteins Golgi को भेजा था जो कि Golgi ने digestive enzymes बना दिया, यानी कि Golgi converted it into digestive enzyme which are hydrolytic in nature. And then Golgi body, surrounded it, you know what, those enzymes are surrounded inside this vesicle. So this vesicle is known as lysosome. Okay. Now the function of lysosome is majorly digestive. That is why it is known as lysosome. So what happens is to this lysosome is this lysosome, which is also called as primary lysosome, goes and attaches to the, now here with the help of phagocytosis, the cell has engulfed the food particle and it has made a phagosome, which is also a vesicle. And this second primary lysosome joins the phagosome. So primary lysosome plus phagosome makes it a secondary lysosome. Now अभी secondary lysosome के अंदर क्या है, digestive enzymes है. हाँ, तो digestive enzymes ये क्या करेंगे, इस food particle को digest कर देंगे पूरा, and digest करके cell के लिए energy create हो जाएगा food particle के अंदर, वो digest हो जाएगा. And then जो भी residual body होगी, जो फालतू का जो stuff होगा, it will be thrown out. Okay. Now I'll just show the previous slide. So children, have you understood? Put a CC if you understood. Quickly put a CC, bacha, all of you. Okay. Now I'll move on to the next slide. That explanation wala bhi maine kar diya. Take a, please, is the CC? Is this CC, bache? CC? And have you taken the picture, screenshot? TT डालिए डालिए जल्दी जल्दी. So shall I move now? Please say move. Oh, what happens if it does not move? It is like that only. It will stay like that inside the cell till the lifetime of cell. But it has to do some function. Adishri, it has to do some function. Why does it burst? Beta, whenever there is some problem inside the cell body, cell machinery, तो अभी सेल मशीनरी के अंदर प्रॉब्लम है तो वो सेल फंक्शन करना गलत तरीके से फंक्शन तो करेगा तो ये बर्स्ट हो जाता है और अपना सारा का सारा एंजाइम इट स्पिल्स इन द सेल बॉडी सेल मशीनरी ओके फाइन so that is why and the cell gets digested the entire cell okay chalo I'll move on to the next slide. So children, with this we have finished lysosome. What about genetic material? Everything finishes. Everything finishes, Gaurav. Okay, now very important. Ribosome, a very important function, organelle. And this organelle is important because it helps in protein synthesis. First of all, it is now, till now we have studied 3 single membrane organelles, ER, Golgi body and lysosome. Now we are going to study about non-membranous organelle. Okay. So first non-membranous organelle which we are going to study is ribosome. Okay, over here, ribosome. So as you can see, it's written over here, non-membranous organelle. It is dense, it is granular and it has particles. It dense and they're kind of particles which are grain like. If you touch them with hand, वो grains जैसे लगेंगे. Okay, इनका कोई membrane नहीं होता. Okay, and they are the smallest cell organelles. Okay, they are smallest cell organelles. तो and दो फॉर्म में पाए जाते हैं या तो वो फ्रीली आपके साइटोप्लाज्म में रहेंगे फ्रीली इधर उधर साइटोप्लाज्म में स्कैटर्ड रहेंगे और cytoplasm or in the cytosol or they are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, जैसा हम लोगों ने rough endoplasmic reticulum में study किया था either they are freely outside or ये rough endoplasmic reticulum में attached रहते हैं. अच्छा, they were first observed by a scientist called George Palade. There was a scientist, basically इसकी discovery बोले तो George Palade is a scientist who is responsible for the discovery of ribosomes. Hence, they are known as Palade particles also. Many times they are known as Palade particles also. Fine. And they're composed of RNA and proteins. Okay, just like coronavirus, they have RNA and they're made up of proteins and RNA. Fine. And they have 2 subunits, one large subunit and one small subunit, which are attached with the help of magnesium ions. So as you can see over here, which are attached with the help of magnesium ions. Now here, as you can see, ribosome is over here. This is one large subunit and one small subunit. Okay. वैसे तो ये separated रहते हैं. They are separated. This purple color is the large subunit and this pink colored is the small subunit. So these subunits join each other whenever, this you'll come to know why and when, with the help of protein ions. Whenever protein ions का concentration बढ़ जाता है cell के अंदर तो ये दोनों combine हो जाते हैं. Okay, so this is about ribosome. So I'll just wait now for a fraction of a second. You all take the picture and put a T there like always. And children, whenever I'm explaining, please pay attention. Now, is it crystal clear? What are the function of the subunits? They will help. I'll tell you. I'll explain you in आगे की slide में. What happens? Does ER send ribosomes to Golgi and then lysosome? No. And lysosome का और उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है या ribosome का. There is no connection. What are the function of two subunits? These subunits, they help in the formation of proteins. And granular particles है. इसके अंदर proteins होता है. बेटा, there's a question from Sparsh. What is in it? So they have these granules, no? They have proteins and they have RNA. No, not exactly. So is it a CC now? Please tell me. Whatever I explained you. Good. Very good. Now, can you move ahead? Shall I move? Have you all taken the screenshot? Please put a T. Hurry up, all of you put a T. और जिसने नहीं लिया है वो भी ले लो जल्दी, है ना? T डालो आप लोग. Okay. So shall I move now? M please. Okay. Now, very important concept to understand. Oh yeah. Be very attentive, children, huh? Now, when you look at the ribosomes over here, they occur in two types. दो तरीके के ribosomes मिलते हैं हम लोगों को. Okay. One are 70S type and another are 80S type. 70S and 80S. Okay. अभी 70S क्या है, 80S क्या है? 80S are the type of, I'll use the annotation pen. 80S are the type which are found in, they are the type, 80S are the type which are found, they are, I don't know what's happening, one second. Now, as you can see, 80S are the types which are found in eukaryotic cells. They are just found in eukaryotic cells. And 70S are found in prokaryotic cells. Fine. 70S are found in prokaryotic cells and 80S are found in eukaryotic cells. अभी 80S का क्या मतलब है? 80S वो ribosomes होते हैं which are made up of two subunits in which one subunit is 40S and one subunit is 60S. Okay. And 70S क्या होते हैं? वो smaller होते हैं थोड़े, and in which one smaller subunit is made up of 30S and larger subunit is made up of 50S. Understood? So when these subunits join, 40S and 60S, they make 80S. And when 30S and 50S join, they make 70S. Fine. Now, abhi the question is, please pay attention what I'm explaining. Huh? Don't pay attention on the things which are written. I'm coming on to that. Now, what is S? अभी ये लिखा है कि S है, S 50S, 30S, 70S. What is S? S is the Swedberg unit. It is called as Swedberg unit, which is named after the scientist called Swedberg, जिसने ये unit को discover किया था. उसका नाम स्वेडबर्ग था, तो इसका नाम स्वेडबर्ग यूनिट है. बट अभी है क्या ये, अभी क्या करता है ये? It measures the density and the size of the particle. Okay, it measures the. तो जैसे अभी आपको है ना, if suppose if one book is very heavy, नहीं, I want to talk a book. Suppose a block of brick is very heavy. It is of 3 kgs. Okay, so kg is its measure, and kg measures its weight. And there's another small block of a stone, which is half a kg, 500 grams, half a kg. Okay, so here kg is the measure of weight. Similarly, S is the measure of density and the size of particles. Okay, and since this name S was given by a scientist whose name was Swedberg, so this unit is known as, S is known as Swedberg unit. Okay. So अभी क्वेश्चन आता है, बहुत सारे बच्चे कहते हैं मैम दिस इज 40 एंड दिस इज 60, इट शुड मेक 100 बट हियर इट इज 80. ऐसा क्यों है? अभी जब ये डेंसिटी एंड द साइज ऑफ द पार्टिकल, ओके, इसका साइज ऑफ पार्टिकल और डेंसिटी, इसका क्या, किस चीज को इम्पैक्ट करता है? It is, this Swedberg unit is also the sedimentation coefficient. मतलब वो उसका sedimentation कैसे होता है? What is sedimentation? Okay, sedimentation मतलब अगर what happens is cell जो है, scientists what they do is scientists उसको ना अपने lab में लेके जाते हैं, and there is one apparatus which rotates called centrifuge. So सारे उसको cells को and tissue को and everything they put it in that centrifuge. So in that centrifuge what happens is the cell components जब rotate होता है तो different rate पे उसका sedimentation होता है. So some cell components the sedimentation rate is very high, very quickly they settle down. Okay, and in some cells they don't settle down that soon. Okay, so here in this case, if you take 80S ribosome, which is made up of 2 parts, so उसकी छोटे वाला part जो होता है वो 40S rate से sedimentation उसका होता है, and larger part का sedimentation takes place at 60S rate. Okay, the rate is 60 and sedimentation coefficient or the Swedberg unit is 60S. But when they combine together, separately their sedimentation rates are different. Smaller one का है 40, larger one का है 60. But when they combine together, their sedimentation rate becomes 80. Okay, so there's nothing to add in it. It is to study about their sedimentation rate. And in this case also 60, 30 and 50. The sedimentation rates are different when they were separate entities. But once they came together and joined each other, the sedimentation of this complete ribosome is 70. And unit is S, 70S. Okay, now I'll just look at your doubts. First of all, you take the screenshot. Till then I am looking at your doubts and I'll solve it. Take the screenshot and put a T there for me to see. Yes. How fast the molecules are settling down, Rudra? How fast? Swedberg is the name of the scientist. Swedberg. See, यही वाला spelling है उसके scientist के name का. Swedberg is actually a measure of time. It is the Swedberg offers a measure of particle size based on. That's fine. G-force, high G-force means the rate of settling down. So that means prokaryotic are less dense. Yes, that's true. Prokaryotic cells are less denser than eukaryotic ribosome. Prokaryotic ribosomes are less dense and they are much smaller. Beta sedimentation coefficient को आप मोटा मोटा language में you can understand that it refers to the sedimentation rate at which the ribosomes settle down when they are run in the centrifuge. Okay. So I have explained you part. Sedimentation, how fast the ribosome settle, how fast, yes. How fast the ribosome, the rate at which ribosomes settle down. The rate at which ribosomes settle down. So have you all taken, if you have taken the screenshot, just tell me, is it CC? Hurry up, tell me CC. Is it crystal clear? Why do they combine? I will tell you in the next slide, Adishri. Adishri, are you from Chembur? Okay. Yes. Yes, Aditya Khanna, true. So shall I move? Give me a M. Okay. All of you, एक जन इतना सारा M मत दो, please. Hurry up, all of you, please put a M over here. Okay. And I'll move on to. Now, why do they combine? See, normally क्या होता है कि वो अलग अलग होते हैं दोनों सब यूनिट्स. Okay. So whenever this protein synthesis occurs, whenever protein synthesis occurs, so what happens is जो अंदर न्यूक्लियस होता है वहां से there is one strand called messenger RNA comes out. One thread-like structure called messenger RNA comes out from the nucleus. Okay. और ये राइबोसोम्स जो स्मॉलर यूनिट है एंड लार्जर यूनिट है, दे कम एंड अटैच ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट mRNA लाइक दिस. ऐसे आके अटैच हो जाते हैं और उसमें से ऐसे प्रोटीन का चेन बनना शुरू हो जाता है लाइक दिस. एंड वंस दैट प्रोटीन चेन इज फॉर्म्ड, these are the different stages of protein synthesis. Once that protein synthesis is formed, protein synthesis takes place, then these two subunits again they separate. Okay, they go here and there in the cell body. Fine. This is how protein synthesis is called. It is the site of protein synthesis. And so ribosomes, remember MCQ इसमें आता है protein factories or the engine of cells. They are known as protein factories or the engine of cells. Ribosomes are also known as protein factories or the engine of cells. RNA and mRNA, they are different. mRNA comes from inside the cell and it contains, mRNA का मतलब M stands for messenger RNA. Are you all noting it down? M is for messenger RNA. Rudra, don't confuse with other things. We are just talking about messenger RNA. We are not going to go in details of biochemistry and physiology. Okay. So now what happens is, this is the phenomena of protein synthesis which is depicted in this slide. So mRNA comes out from the nucleus. Nucleus में से बाहर निकल के आता है. Remember we had said that nucleus का nuclear membrane has pores. वो pores से बाहर निकलता है. Okay, it comes out from the pore. This mRNA comes out from the pore, and these ribosomes, two separate ribosomes, the large subunit and the smaller subunit, they join like this, बीच में, and it keeps moving, starts sliding. ऐसे slide करना शुरू कर देता है ये. Okay. This is also known as bead on a string arrangement. Bead and string arrangement. Okay. This mRNA starts sliding, and as it slides, the protein chain starts getting made. ऐसे 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 करके protein chain बनना शुरू हो जाता है. Once protein chain is made, it is thrown out like this, and both these ribosomes separate. They separate again and go into the cytosol. समझा आपको? So सबसे पहले आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लीजिए. Please take this screenshot. The other RNAs have different functions. Right now we'll just focus on mRNA because we are talking about what is the role of mRNA. Role of mRNA is that it brings the message from the nucleus, from the DNA, which protein to make. That message is inside the mRNA कि ये वाला कैसा, ये प्रोटीन कैसा बनेगा. Okay, कौन सा प्रोटीन बनेगा. Full form of mRNA is messenger RNA. RNA means ribonucleic acid. Where did I tell you where is mRNA produced? Please, can you tell me the answer? Just now I am telling you in the lecture again and again. Who's going to give me the answer? Where is mRNA produced? Yes, Ankit Narayan, correct. It is produced in the nucleus. Correct. Can you all see the chat? Correct. It is produced inside the nucleus. And it comes out through the nuclear membrane, through the pores of nuclear membrane. Why do they go in cytosol? Because ribosomes are present in cytosol. And they are present in cytosol, and they are present inside the. अच्छा, after this protein synthesis happens ना, ये mRNA तो disintegrate हो जाता है. It disintegrates, it finishes. But these, they again, another mRNA comes, they are again joined to make another protein. Okay, they recycle. So have you all taken tea? Put a tea, all of you, quickly. Hurry up, huh? Hurry up, all of you, a tea. Hurry up, all of you. Is it crystal clear now? CC, please. I want to see my CC. Hurry up, CC. I don't understand your Adishri, your question. If synthesis of protein is done, how does ribosome get more protein? No, it will not. Na. Protein is done, then this protein will go inside the Golgi body. Okay. This protein will go and Golgi body will wrap it in that vesicle and it will send it outside the cell. Then again this mRNA, one new mRNA will come from the nucleus. Then again these ribosomes will get stick. Okay, ribosome synthesis occurs in nucleolus. Yes. Yes, true. Okay. Aniket, what are you saying? Junk? Ankit. Okay. Now, guys, shall I move? M? Tell me. Ma'am, only ribosomes present are no, what happens is the ribosomes which are, half part of ribosome is in the cytosol. So they get, many times they get attached to the ribosomes which are present on RER. And many a times in the cytoplasm also ribosomes make the protein chain. The ribosomes will get destroyed after, at the time the cell will get destroyed. No, ATP has nothing to do with the ribosome, Adishri, nothing. So I'll move on to the next. Shall I move? Okay, I got an M over there. Now another very, very important cell organelle. This cell organelle is also non-membranous. So remember, ribosome and centrosome, they are non-membranous. Ribosome and centrosome are non-membranous. Remember that first slide which we did, the classification of cell organelles on the basis of the cell membranes. So they are non-membranous cylindrical organelles. Okay. Now where they are located, they were located very near to the. These are located very near to the nucleus. Fine. They're located very near to the nucleus and they contain two centrioles. अभी ये हमेशा when I was of your age, हमेशा ये प्रॉब्लम होता था कि सेंट्रोसोम है तो सेंट्रियोल क्या है, सेंट्रियोल क्या है तो सेंट्रोसोम क्या है. This was always a confusion for me. That is why I am very particular in clearing the confusion for everybody. अभी क्या है कि what are centrosome and what is the difference between centrioles and centrosome? See, this entire structure is known as centrosome. Okay, and in center of this centrosome are these cylinders, cylindrical structures, which are perpendicular to each other. These cylindrical structures which are perpendicular to each other, they are known as centrioles. Okay, these cylindrical structures are made up of microtubules. Okay. और अभी क्या है, cylindrical structures को अगर ऐसे ही छोड़ देंगे तो they will get, separated. Fine. So they are, surrounded by some kind of a material which is amorphous. Amorphous material क्या होता है? What is the meaning of amorphous? Amorphous means any material which doesn't have shape. So they are surrounded together. They are surrounded all around with amorphous material which doesn't have any shape, like table salt, for example. Table salt, it has no shape, ना कोई shape नहीं है ना, round नहीं है, sphere नहीं है और कुछ ऐसा नहीं है, solid नहीं है. So that is amorphous. So एक amorphous material से surrounded रहता है and in that amorphous material microtubules these microtubules are also present, which jut out, which are projected outside. So this entire structure, if you consider together, is centrosome, and centrioles are the central part of centrosomes. Now these centrosomes are found near the nucleus only in animal cells. Okay, only in animal cells. They are absent in plant cells. Okay, they are absent in plant cells. And in animal cell, only amoeba is a kind of a animal cell where they are absent. Otherwise, they're found in only in animal cells, and they're absent in plant cells. And the centrioles, centrioles, as I explained you just now, they are hollow cylinders which are made up of microtubules. They're perpendicular to each other, and the major role is during the cell division. They are absent in plant cells because there is another structure in plant cell which the cell division in plant cell is slightly different as compared to the animal cell. So there's another structure which helps in the division of plant cell. Now take the screenshot and put a TT there, please. Screenshot, please. Hurry up, all of you, put a TT, please. Put a T. I will explain you in the next slide, Krish Gandhi. How does it help? I'll explain you. Structure is somewhat like corona. Yeah, because they have these radiating tubules, na? माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स मतलब पतले पतले जो ट्यूब्यूल्स होते हैं उनको हम माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स बोलते हैं. ट्यूब्स जो होते हैं बिल्कुल थिन. These spokes are the microtubules. We also call them astral rays. But as of now, nothing is there inside the cylinder. Nothing. This is a hollow cylinder. So have you understood? If you've understood, put a CC as like always. Yes, Ankit, it helps in the formation of spindle fibers. Yes. Hurry up, hurry up. I want CCs. Crystal clear, huh? Okay. So shall I move now? Why it is called non-membrane? It has a form. No, it doesn't have a membrane. I told you na, it is surrounded by amorphous material. यहाँ पर भी लिखा हुआ है. It is surrounded by shapeless, some sort of material which surrounds it. Okay, it is not surrounded by the membrane. That is why it is known as non-membrane. मतलब अलग होता है, boundary होना अलग होता है. अगर आप फ्लावर्स लेके आप फ्लावर्स का एक सर्कुलर वो बना लो बॉल, it will not have a membrane. It doesn't have a membrane. No, this material protects it. This material protects it, Manishita. It will not get mixed up with the components outside. See, there is a reason behind every structural detail. Nature has designed everything so well. Okay? इसीलिए तो इतने सालों से हमारा मैनकाइंड चल रहा है, ह्यूमन काइंड चल रहा है, बॉडी चलती है, because it is so well designed. So I'll move, huh? Now the function. Now what happens is, as you can see, सबसे पहले आप लोग तो वो screenshot ले लो पहले. First you take the screenshot, then only I'll explain you after this. Oops. And put a T there. Hurry up. All of you put a T there. Okay. Have you all taken? I don't see, I see only few T's. Come on. Don't be lazy, huh? Quickly. You know, they help me to find out whether you've taken or not. No, 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 no. No, no Parth Dubey. Amoeba is a protozoan it is. Now I'll explain you this, very important. अभी आप लोगों ने cell division, I don't know, you've studied it in detail. You will study it in detail in 10th standard. Okay, but in IGCO classes you must have studied. I'm not sure, I don't know. So normally क्या होता है, सारे cell organelles कुछ काम करते रहते हैं. ये centrioles होता है, जो centrosome होता है. Centrosome होता है, ये chill pill लेके बैठता है near the nucleus. Okay. Near somewhere near the nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum is near the nucleus, and this centrosome is another organelle which is near the nucleus. Okay, so chill marta rehta hai. But moment cell division starts, so what they do is they replicate. एक की जगह दो बन जाता है. Okay, they duplicate. Okay, and instead of one we get two, exactly same centrosomes, and they move towards the opposite pole of the cell. एक नॉर्थ पोल की तरफ, एक साउथ पोल की तरफ, डिफरेंट पोल्स की तरफ दे मूव, ओके, ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ सेल डिविजन. एंड फ्रॉम देयर व्हाट हैपेंस इज, फ्रॉम देयर लाइक दैट स्पाइडरमैन बन जाता है. स्पाइडरमैन की तरह इट थ्रोस आउट फाइबर्स. ओके, ये अपनी तरफ से फाइबर थ्रो करता है, ये वाला अपनी तरफ से फाइबर्स थ्रो करता है. जस्ट लाइक दैट स्पाइडरमैन का मूवी आपने देखा है, वो कैसे फेंकता है, ये स्पाइडरमैन की तरह थ्रो करता है. And as a result, a spindle apparatus like this is formed. Okay, this kind of a spindle apparatus is formed. Fine. Which helps in the cell division. The chromosomes get attached to these spindle apparatus and they separate. Fine. This spindle apparatus is formed with the help of the fibers which are thrown out from these two centrosomes. It happens like this. This is how it helps in the formation of in the process of cell division. And then second hai ki flagella, cilia. In amoeba, in flagella you must have seen. Where is flagella present? It is present in euglena. Okay, in paramecium you must have seen those cilia and flagella. They are formed with the help of these centrosomes only. Isn't amoeba protista? No, not in detail amoeba. Oh, in protozoans, yes, in protozoan it happens. So, abhi aap, Krish Gandhi, what didn't you understand? What you didn't understand, beta? Just explain me. See, we will not go in the detail of cell division. We will not go, because that is a total different territory. Okay, body of knowledge. So that needs total, understanding. But but the only thing I can explain you till I can explain you the function of the centrosome during cell division. Now, what are flagella and cilia? People are asking. Flagella and cilia. Cilia are the hair-like structure, and flagella is that one big tail, and they help in the locomotion. Very good. Yeah, they are locomotive organs. Ma'am, does the fibers in centrosome throughout special wire? Yeah, it is. Yeah, these fibers are thrown out from the centrosome ऐसे, क्योंकि ये chromosomes है ना, इस पे attach हो जाते हैं during cell division. The chromosomes get attached for the attachment of the chromosomes. Pranav, what is this? I am moving. I don't understand what you're trying to say, bachcha. Okay. So that is the thing. Krish, I'll explain you cell division में क्या होता है? That cell division whenever, miss, I'm moving. Help. I'm in move. Why are you moving, Pranav? You're trying to make use of cilia and all that. You're not understanding this slide, huh? Ankit Narayan. This is a slide. अब आप इतना याद रखो. ये सेल, सपोज ये सेल था, ये एक सेल था. Your nuclear membrane was there, and nucleus was there, and the chromosomes were there. So during cell division, everything disappears. Nuclear membrane and everything disappears. Only that cytoplasm outer boundary stays. I'll just explain you with the help of this. With the help of this. Suppose this is the cell. Okay. Please don't mind the shape of the cell. So this is a cell. इसका जो nucleus है, nuclear membrane वगैरह सब disappear हो जाता है. और ये suppose यहाँ पर nucleus था, ये nucleus था, ये centriole इसके पास था. All the organelles also disappear. This centriole divided, one centriole divided मतलब replicate, one moved this side and one moved this side. And chromosomes were exposed. Nuclear membrane was gone. Chromosomes were exposed. They got attached on the spindle fibers. Ankit, you need to understand cell division completely. So अभी आप इतना समझो कि ये spindle fibers बनाता है and उस पे chromosomes attach हो जाते हैं during the cell division. I can't explain the whole cell division in this lecture. It needs a different lecture. What happens to organelles? They disappear till the time cell division occurs. Okay, they disappear till the time cell division occurs. Adishri, I have explained this answer so many times. What is chromatin and what is chromosome? I don't know why you all are not able to understand. One second, I'll just open the question for everybody to answer. I want, please, can someone answer what is the difference between chromatid and chromosome? See, in this case, Adishri, if you can pay attention to the cursor, this chromosome arm, ये है chromatid, ये भी है chromatid. These chromosome arms are known as chromatids. Okay, and this entire structure is the chromosome. This entire structure is the chromosome. Understood? समझा आपको, Adishri? So have you all taken the screenshot? Yes. Chromatid नहीं, chromatid बोलेंगे इसको. Yeah, it occurs inside the nucleus. पर ये structure में ना cell division का scene दिखाया है. So nucleus and everything has disappeared in this case. Where is chromatin? Chromatin they have converted into chromosomes. During cell division, chromatins, those thread-like structures, they get converted into chromosome. I've explained this concept so many times, bacha, in your class. Ankit? Sauce. Got it? So centrosome is in nucleus. No, centrosome is not in the nucleus. It is outside the nucleus. Okay. Remember, I told you, I've repeated again and again. It is outside the nucleus. Okay. But here, in this case, cell division is going on. So nucleus has disappeared. No, everything disappears during cell division. Only chromosomes are left and only centrosomes are left. 1 second. Huh? So is it clear now till now? Please tell me. And CC? And shall I move? Very good. Very good. Very good. They come back better. There are stages when they again come back. Okay. Now please take the screenshot first. Take the screenshot till then. Taken? Hurry up, all of you. More teas are. Good. Yeah, I was not speaking only. I was waiting for you all to take the tea. Now, children, another organelle, it's not one of the major organelles because इसका कोई बहुत major function नहीं होता है. But ये plant cells में or animal cells में you find them, vacuoles. So in some books, they are included in cell inclusions. In some books, they are included in the category of cell organelles. Okay, they are vacuoles. Now, first of all, we'll have a look at this image over here. See in plant cell, can you see? In animal cell? In animal cell, they are like small. They are more in number. They're scattered. एक ये है, एक ये है, छोटा छोटा. But in plant cell, this is one major vacuole is present in the case of plant cell. छोटे भी होते हैं, but this is a major vacuole which is present in the case of plant cell. Okay, and here you know it occupies 90% of the space. That is the difference between plant cell and animal cell ka vacuole. It occupies 90% of the space of the cell. This is also this organelle is also single membrane organelle. It can and इसका जो single membrane को क्या बोलते हैं? Tonoplast. It is known as tonoplast. And what does it contain? It contains cell sap. It contains cell sap. And in plants, they are large, they occupy 90% of the, and in animal cells, there are many, but they are smaller. So you have taken. Few vacuoles are present in animal cells, very small. And animal plant cell has a central vacuole. Ankit, they are present. So, yeah, in the next slide, we'll come to know about that, Pranav. So, is it a CC for you? Tonoplast is the name of the membrane which covers the vacuole. इस पे भी वो आता है, MCQ आ जाता है. So, is it a CC? Yeah, most of them are single membrane, yes. Yes, Gaurav, that can be the reason. MCQ in PACE, no art school. In PACE. See, I am teaching for PACE, na, so I'll talk about PACE. I'll always give PACE point of view. Only this membrane is another membrane. Yeah, that's true. Now I'll move. Shall I move? Move. Give me M. Guys, please give me M. Okay. So I'll move on to the next slide. Oh, sorry. Functions of vacuole. तो इसका आप वो ले लो, screenshot ले लो पहले. First you take the screenshot. Sorry. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, chicken. Okay. Now, as you can see, it's very simple to explain. Animal cells it stores water, glucose, and amino acids. And there are two types of vacuoles found in animal cells: food vacuole and contractile vacuole. So, as you know, as in the case of amoeba, we find food vacuole. You know that vacuole which engulfs food, digests food particle that through phagocytosis. And in case of, example in paramecium, okay, example is not given over here because I wanted to ask you all, mostly students, that's why I did not give on purpose. Like in the case of paramecium, it regulates water content. अगर उसके प्रोटोजोन के बॉडी में, पैरामीशियम के बॉडी में ज़्यादा पानी आ गया तो it pumps the excess water outside. Okay, so it helps in that kind of a vacuole is known as contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole, and it regulates the water content of the cell. Okay, So these are the two types which are found inside the animal cell, and in plant cell, majorly it stores the waste material and stores some food material and waste material. And major function is to give rigidity and turgidity. You know that rigid and swollen kind of a structure. It is given by, no, viruses don't have vacuoles, boomy. They just have RNA and protein. RNA or DNA and protein. So this is the thing. So, acha, who wants to know? One second, the last slide, somebody missed out. Ankit, you can take the slide, picture of this slide. This is the last slide before this. So it's vacuum storehouse. You cannot say it's really storehouse, but majorly ना waste product का जो नहीं है, हमारा एक room होता है जिसमें हम सारी चीज dump कर देते हैं. कभी-कभी हमारे घर में store house एक होता है. Store house means एक waste products रख देते हैं, फालतू की चीजें, kind of. You know, that way. Done? So this one, children, you've understood the slide? So put a, you know what to put? Okay. Fine. So shall I move? Bacteria, they don't, active transport means they do pinocytosis and all those things they do, no? Aditya Kanna. Huh. Abhi, I want to ask you some questions. Can I ask you some questions? 5-6 questions. Not exactly rapid fire, just recap questions. Because oh. Chalo, let me ask the questions. Okay? So, abhi humne, we did ER, we have done Golgi, we have done lysosomes, and we have done ribosomes, we have done centrosomes. Now vacuoles. Okay? So, I'll just open vacuole wala chapter. Sorry. Okay. So which cell organelle is called the Pallade particles? Correct. Answers. Abhi dete jao, let me see the answers. Ribosomes. Correct. Correct answer. Rutuj, you are wrong, beta. Ribosome is the correct answer. No, who said Rutuj? ठीक है. Now, which organelle helps in giving rise cilia and flagella? Correct. There's one child who's wrong. Sehet Singh, you are wrong, beta. Answer is centrosome. Centrosome. Okay. Okay. What happens to centrosome during cell division? What happens to centrosome during cell division? No, stop the answers. The first answer which I was looking for, most of you have written they become spindle fibers, they form spindles. So one answer Sat Jadhav has given, they move in opposite directions. But before that, what happens? Before that, they replicate into two. अपना एक twin brother वो पैदा कर देता है. They become two. Instead of one, they become two. And then they move into the opposite direction. And then they produce the spindle fibers. So 3 steps होता है इसके अंदर. Okay. They replicate. First of all, they duplicate, you can say. Duplicate. Then they move to the opposite directions. Then they divide is wrong, Manishita. They don't divide. They duplicate. There's a difference between division and duplication. Divide का मतलब suppose आप एक बनाना ले रहे हो और बीच से उसको कट कर रहे हो तो आप उसको divide कर रहे हो 2 parts में. और duplication मतलब एक बनाना और एक और बनाना वैसे आ गया. You know, there's another banana which is created with magic, or you buy it and put it alongside. That is duplication. And division is when you divide it into half. Okay. Yeah, they are sisters, you can say. Okay, now next question. What is, how 80S ribosome is found in what kind of cells? 80S. Let me see, answers are coming in. They are found in eukaryotic cells, correct. What are the subunits of 80S made up of? The subunits. Kitne S? Yes, correct. Answers have started in. One answer is wrong, rest are correct. 60 and 40 is correct. So you'll come to know who's wrong. Somebody has written 60 and 30. Okay, 60 and 30 is wrong, 60 and 40 is correct. What are prokaryote ribosomes? How many S are there prokaryotic? 70. Very good, 70. And they're made up of 40 and 50 and 30. Somebody has said 40 and 30. That is wrong. 50 and 30. Correct. Rest all are correct. 50 and 30. Okay. What does S stand for? What does S stand for? Swedberg unit. Correct. S stands for Swedberg unit. Correct. Which means sedimentation coefficient, Sarth Jadhav. It means sedimentation coefficient, but it is known as Swedberg unit. Okay. Who found lysosomes? Who discovered lysosomes? Quickly. Hurry up. Yes, correct answers have started coming. Christian G. Duve. Correct. So children, okay. So let's move ahead now. One more question. What is the membrane of vacuole called as? Outer membrane of vacuole called as? Tonoplast. Very good. You all are paying attention. Most of you are paying attention. I'm very happy. Very happy with this class. Very good. Okay. Now next question. What is the name of the cylinders which are present inside the centrosome? Centrioles, correct. 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 Huh. Correct. Chalo. Very good. They are perpendicular to each other. Correct. What do you understand by amorphous material? Correct. Correct. Correct answers are coming. Material with no shape. No fixed shape. Cover of vacuole nahi. Cover of centrosome. Material which surrounds the centrosome. Okay. Good. Shapeless. Very good. Huh. So shall I move from this slide? Good. So I'll move on to the micro bodies. Children, there are some micro bodies also. They are single membranous organelles which are present in the cytoplasm. They are not big. They are important, but not that important. Okay. So we will do some micro bodies only. फिर अगले क्लास में रहेगा केवल आपका वो रहेगा double membranous organelles, mitochondria and chloroplast. Next lecture में with and I think with that we will finish. So I'll just do the microbodies today. So one of the major microbodies is perioxysomes. It is actually peroxisomes. This is one microbody. No, mitosis, meiosis is different. That is cell division. Microbodies means the meaning of microbodies. Micro means small. Bodies means obviously some structures. Microbodies. Okay. Small spherical organelles. Okay. So perioxysomes. They are small spherical organelles जो कि मिलते हैं सेल के अंदर. They contain oxidative enzymes. Okay. They contain enzymes which help in oxidation. And they are found in photosynthetic cell of plants, liver and kidney. They are found in photosynthetic cells of plants. Okay. And in animals, they are found in, I'll just put the animals, otherwise you'll get confused. Ma'am, what liver and kidney? So in animals, they are found in liver and kidney cells majorly. Okay, in liver cells and in kidney cells, they are found majorly. Okay. And in plants, mostly in the photosynthetic cells, they are found. They are also single membraned. And they have a central crystalline core. एक कोर होता है तो थोड़ा हार्ड क्रिस्टल जैसा होता है. इसके अंदर प्रोटीन होता है जिसको हम प्रोटीन एंजाइम बेसिकली इसको हम कैलेक्टेज बोलते हैं. कैलेक्टेज. These are present inside this thing, central core. And outside that lipid bilayer membrane, single membrane, surrounds the entire microbody. Okay. So I would want all of you to take the screenshot. Is it clear? Crystal clear? Yeah, they are present inside the cell only. They are present in the cytoplasm only, Ankit. Catalase is a kind of enzyme which is present, which is made up of protein. Okay. So shall I move? Shall I move? If you want me to move, put a. They also have plasma membrane. Yes. And what does it do? You'll come to know. अभी आगे. Yeah, आगे. Fast M डालो. जल्दी जल्दी. So that I can move. I can see and move. Good. I took my evening tea and I took my snack also in between. That is why I'm not feeling lazy. You guys are feeling lazy, looks like. Alongside teaching, okay. Alongside teaching, I took my snack also. Now these are the functions of perioxysomes. First is detoxification. लिवर में और किडनी में रहता है तो वहां पर ये डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन करता है एंड प्लांट सेल में ये फाइंड आउट करता है तो ये फोटो रेस्पिरेशन करता है it does photorespiration in plant cells. Okay. And then other functions like breaks down polymers into monomers like long chain of carbohydrate and fatty acids and cholesterol, bile salts and everything are broken down over here in this. Okay. So these are the functions. So these are the functions. So please, now that is a question which you have to find out. What is photorespiration? Some things I want you also to find out. Collaborative class. Organic polymers and monomers. Polymers means it breaks down. Organic polymers means long chain of molecules. और वो क्या क्या होते हैं? प्रोटीन्स होते हैं, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स होते हैं, शुगर्स होते हैं, ये सारे के सारे पॉलीमर्स होते हैं. Long chains. Monomers means one small unit of that. That is monomer. Now, what is the difference between what is respiration, photorespiration? Respiration in the presence of sunlight. That's kind of correct. But I want somebody to bring much more details. Okay, DNA and RNA, what is the difference? Somebody knows the difference between DNA and RNA? Does anyone know the difference between DNA and RNA? Does anyone know? Please tell me. If you know, write it down. I've made it open for everyone. RNA is single-stranded, correct? Yes, I gave it for homework. So we are going to discuss now the homework. Okay. So what did I give you for homework? Tell me, someone. DNA has a double helical structure. DNA is a double helical. See, Ankit, we don't want copy pasting. Okay, that's no use. And RNA is a singular structure. Yes. Single strand, actually. Single strand. RNA, how is RNA formed? Can anyone tell me? Yeah, with the help of transcription. The process of formation of RNA is known as transcription. Okay. Okay, and how does that transcription take place? Where does transcription occur? It occurs inside the nucleus, correct? It occurs inside the nucleus, in the nucleus. Fine. RNA is formed with the help of inside the nucleus, and then the process is known as transcription. And RNA is actually, in RNA, DNA acts as a template. वो DNA का template. तो आपका होमवर्क ये है कि आप ट्रांसक्रिप्शन का वीडियो देखोगे, all of you. You will see the video of transcription. Okay? You have to see the video of transcription and protein synthesis. That is your homework. With the help of DNA, RNA is formed. Correct? Correct. Your homework today is find out photorespiration, and look at the video of transcription and protein synthesis. YouTube video of transcription and protein synthesis. Achha, I'll go to the previous slide now. Is that okay? Homework. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this homework assignment in your this thing WhatsApp group. Okay? I'll do that. Okay. So, abhi next class mein I'll just functions of so cell inclusions also. I think I'll do. So these are micro bodies only. Dekho, I'll just explain you this also quickly. It's not very difficult. Only one slide. So we had done about cell inclusion also. What is cell inclusions? Cell inclusions are the non-living components which are present in the cell. Okay, and majorly क्या होता है? Reserve food होता है. Reserve food. Fine. Reserve food. और इसके अंदर क्या होता है? Grains होते हैं. Starch grains. Grains के अंदर क्या होंगे? Starch grains होंगे. अगर ये granule, if they are in the form of granules, so they are glycogen granules. For example, they are found in liver cells. The glycogen granules found in the liver cell is a kind of cell inclusion. Then if they are in the form of droplets, so they examples are fat cells. Okay, they are in the form of oil droplets. So these are the non-living components of the cell. They are the cell organelles, cell inclusions. As you can see, this is starch grains, these are oil droplets, and these are granules of glycogen. Okay. So I think you take the screenshot of this as well. Please take the screenshot. Screenshot of the, hurry up all of you. Grains is like grains are like bigger in size and granules are smaller in size. Yes, perioxism break the organic material for digestion. Yes, they do. Yes. And there are other functions of perioxisms also, no? For digestion also they do, and for excretion also, detoxification also, they break the organic material, Adishri. It is inside, yeah, all these cell inclusions you mean to know? Rutuj, you mean, are you asking about cell inclusions? They are present in the cytosol, in the cytoplasm only. I hope you've I'll just quickly, have you all taken the screenshot? So I'll just stop. Now I think we are done with the chapter today. Take the screenshot and we'll quickly revise in the next class and we'll finish the rest of the, I think in the next lecture we should be able to. If not next, तो एक और lecture लगेगा, बस that's all. We'll finish this chapter. Yes, yes. Chalo then, guys. So give me a CC if you've understood everything. Does fat also count? Yes, it counts. Yes. Yes, that's what it's given there. Yeah, you can leave now. We are done with the class. We are done with the class. You can leave. Yeah, ठीक है. Chalo. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Okay, bye, guys. Bye. Yes, you can say that. Yes, Adishri.